love the respectful field here, the invitation into our ancient and ageless elemental naturalness. Before human and divine was something simpler. Something very supportive that doesn't know and it doesn't not know. Now, oddly enough, the final teachings in all traditions are about respect, kindness, and including yourself, the last taboo. So by honoring within, since the body is the sum total of the manifest and the unmanifest, and it amplifies the vibrations of the heart, when we turn around and honor within, it touches all beings. It returns everything to balance, roots down and awakens the ancient ones. Each one of us is an ancient one. Every tree, every body of water, every element, every galaxy. So kindness and respect awaken everything back to their naturalness, which is why at least in our Western culture, there's a taboo about honoring thyself, about listening within. Because when we do, we return back to our omnipotence, our omniscience, our omnipresence, our elemental naturalness. So this longing to return to something bigger and undefined and more rooted, deeply true, practical, aware, and deeply informed is a natural longing. It's the return. It's the call from nature to itself. Come home, back to the heart, the unbounded, rooted mountain heart. So relaxation in all traditions, from dancing all night to even a good massage or the healthy exhaustion of modern life, invites us to lay our burdens down. Even the concepts melt. Everything melts with exhaustion and kindness. The solution is in the dissolution. I so agree with everything spoken here today. The unchanging loves change. The unmoving loves movement. And yet somehow our culture, or I would have to say the I thought, likes structure. It makes it feel safe in a formless vastness. And structure is also positive, but it can get dated. So ultimately, each one of us has a medicine that luckily isn't bottled. It has no due date. It has no date of being lesser in potency. Your decency, following where your awareness is drawn, staying with it a little bit longer, brings back the balance that hasn't been lost, but it was just suppressed. So who would have known that timeless being with is the ultimate medicine that returns everything back to formlessness, pure balance, pure intelligence, heart of hearts. So though the initial pointing out instructions in many of the final teachings is you are not just your body, you are not just your thoughts, you are not your history, you are not who you think you are. Oddly enough, in our great love of nature and in our elemental naturalness, we return back to honoring the body also as the mystery. Also filled with spaceless space, animated by it, warmed by the fire element, rooted down, unmoving in substratum, fluid as air. So who are we really? Just looking within and bowing, things start to shapeshift. Nothing is what it appears to be. Your colleague, your chair, your history, humanity. Each one of us an elemental mystery, wearing a reverberating elemental mystery, following our own interest, our resonance, discovering lost teachings that were stored in the elemental realm, the substratum, for curiosity to discover and then reinform our communities, our loved ones, our family. Each one of us is a sage, a mystic, and a heart warrior. Already we're living that. But I just invite you to honor within that which animates everything. I love celebrating what is neither awake nor asleep, what is neither human nor divine, what is neither limited nor unlimited, what is neither spiritual nor not spiritual. So who are we, this that has no history, and yet it has many histories? And the answer is never in words. So this that we are, this life that's eternal, animated by such a big, bold love, not subject to birth or death, not subject to time, though it bears witness and holds everything. How lucky to be the embodiment of this, each one of us. How lucky to be able to walk through through apparent time and space, following our awareness and resonance and heart. Celebrating uniquely, speaking uniquely. Lucky. Lucky to be. Lucky to have toes that wiggle, and hands that can touch, and arms that can hold, and ears that can hear, and eyes that can see, and bodies that amplify everything in all realms of existence. Lucky. Lucky to love the truth. Lucky to love what we love. Lucky to be here now where it's okay to unveil yourself, where it's okay to root and be vast, where it's okay to speak your truth and be heard. Lucky to have such big, unbounded hearts that we support as we do, that we lift our friends and families, that we transmit without noticing this love that we are, this clarity that we are, this discernment that we are, this rooted being that we are. Maybe if it resonates, you can honor this one mind that, like the wind element or a racehorse, races, collecting wisdom and information, and its love of truth and resolution and balance. And just pause for a moment and honor this liquid diamond that we call the mind. It is precious. It is pure consciousness, pure intelligence, pure creativity, pure curiosity, pure service, and pure love. But anything in too small a space is going to get cranky. So invite it to stretch. Larger than the omniverse, already formless, already infinite and empty by nature, but out of love and service it contained itself. So we bow to the one mind. So it also can realize its nature. We bow to the one heart that is so precious. It is well defended. So it too can uncontain itself and transmit clarity and kindness and ancient wisdom without a word. And we bow to the survival knot in the belly, the ancient warrior strength that tightened to defend the heart. We bow to that ancient elemental strength that could hold on until the age of 96 effortlessly. Who is this pure strength in the belly? It is not human. So we're just bowing to all the apparent contractions and functions and services and gifts that life gave itself to flourish, to survive against all odds. So we bow to elemental love in all of its forms. From strangers and services and structures and misunderstandings and habits and histories and the I can'ts and the limitations, we bow to you. Nothing that is touched by this respectful field can maintain defense. Your strength as sages is in your tenderness. You don't have to use it wisely. I would spread it far and near into the earth, everywhere, spreading it, transmitting in 10 directions, so that all beings may be free. All the 5 elements can return back to balance and give us their ancient wisdom. Every single thing holds the ancient wisdom. Doesn't matter if it's a chair or a mountain range. So Om Shanti Shanti, let there be peace amongst all beings. Let there be peace. You are that. Thank you for being listening itself.